are playing the Demonplague. But before we begin, in the doobly-doo down below, please check out our sister shows as a part of the Heroes Wanted collective of shows, as well as the Discord. And also, please check out our Extra Life link. Tonight I am joined by...
Hi, I'm Ian. I'll be playing Kevin Hillman, the fire dancer human.
And hello, I'm Lorne. I'm playing Fakalin Rothanol, the Shatterkide Blade Singer / fighter.
Hello, Nabil here. I'll be playing as Serena Amakir, a female drow bard, also practicing her art of stealing, her kleptomania.
Art of Ninjutsu. Hi everyone, I am Tara, and I shall be playing Hecate, the half-orc cleric of the grave.
And I'm Patrick, playing Arkady, the Ghostwise Halfling Inquisitive Rogue.
Thank you all for joining me this evening. Last time we left our heroes, they could barely roll above a 7, but they somehow managed to take out a adult white true dragon.
Whoa. Whoa!
Serena was totally here the whole time. But prior to that, they had met Eliel the Learned, and instead of trying to entrap his soul, they decided to pounce on the adult dragon and slay him instead. We left... Oh, and Kevin got drunk by failing a saving throw after looking at a tapestry.
Hecate currently has him on a leash like a child. So he doesn't go wandering off.
So we left our heroes, having a short rest, and I believe butchering this adult white dragon, because the claw of a white dragon is one of the spell components for the ritual. So, in the middle of your short rest, what are you guys doing?
Everything to keep Kevin distracted and help him sober up.
Being a cleric, I'm gonna say this. You know that this lasts, I believe.
You said 8 hours.
8 hours, yes.
Yeah, so put me back on poison. I'd forgotten I was.
All right, so nothing I can do to help him sober up. I'm not talking about casting any spells. Just like, let's pump you up with some herbs, some poultices. Nothing can help. Nothing at all. Okay.
He feels better. He feels love.
You could give him coffee, then he'd be an alert drunk.
Or somebody could put a finger down Kevin's throat, make him throw up everything.
Oh, he didn't actually drink anything as a spell effect, so yeah.
No. Oh, how about we just do it for fun of it?
There's a tapestry of a bunch of people drinking. He looked at it.
Yeah, it's from this, and I'll hold it up to show everyone.
No,
Okay.
Kevin, put it down.
How about we just make him throw up, just for the fun of it?
No, Serena, that's not a good idea either. Then we'd have to clean it up. Then I would have to clean it up. We would have to clean it up.
Fine, you never let me do anything fun.
Because fun for you means more work for us.
Alright, fine. You're so lucky, Kevin.
Kevin's already kind of has his finger halfway to his mouth.
No,
Oh,
jeez. Hecate slaps it down.
So we were taking a short rest. After that, have we actually searched for any of the loot that this dragon probably has maintained?
Yes, you do have the loot. One sec.
Oh.
I believe
The ghost, we convinced the ghost to collect it just by going through the ice and pulling it out.
Yes, I remember that now.
You have your old rapier. You have the iron flask still. You have...
Well, no, the rapier, I gave the rapier to Arkady.
I meant
Yes.
as a party.
And
I
we
meant
had
as a
the
party.
flask, right? We had that flask.
Which, Serena, what weapon do you have? Do you need? I think a magic rapier would work well for a bard.
I'll take it if no one's... Sorry. I was trying to throw up over here. I'll take a magic rapier. I already have a regular rapier.
Yes, take the +1 rapier then.
Oh, sweet. Thank you. I will not heat metal you in your sleep. I didn't say anything out loud.
Let me put it back in the. Actually, you should check the party sheet, Nabil. See if there's anything else that you could use.
I am also adding some more of the treasure that was here. I added the longbow, I added the longsword, and I added the Mace of Disruption. I now need to add the money. One sec. Get out my handy dandy calculator.
Yeah, actually, can you use a longsword, Nabil? Do you have a preference?
Oh wait, I just because I'm slowly recalling what kind of action-orientated Serena is. She's more of a range character, so rapier is not something I'm looking forward to. If there's anything range-related, I would take that.
You're an
Sword.
elf, right?
Yes, yes, you are a drow.
Well, the
Okay.
longbow.
Drow. Yeah, I think Drow get longbow, don't they? Or do they get hand crossbow?
Hand crossbow.
I say this when it's been 3 or 4 hours since I last had to worry about making Drow characters.
So I'm good. If someone wants a magic rapier, it's yours. Whoever wants it.
I think I'm the only other one who can use it.
What?
But
longbow?
No, the rapier.
Oh, I didn't realize we had a scroll of animate dead. Durr.
Yeah, both you and I can use that. I think.
I mean, no, irrelevant.
Yeah, it's on wizard list.
Protection from good and evil, I think, is on both of our lists too.
Probably. Yep, it is.
And scroll of
Revivify is you and the bard.
okay. Okay,
Yeah,
because if it's not on my inventory sheet, I'm going to forget I can cast it. So if it was just a cleric thing, I was going to pop it on my sheet.
Bards can use revivify. I did not know that.
You can, as a bard, you can use longswords. You are proficient with that, Nabil, if you want it. Just to have, you may as well have it just in case you get somebody up close to you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so longsword it is.
I mean, well, technically speaking, I'm proficient in the longbow. It's kind of redundant for me when I have spells.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I don't have any ranged cantrips yet. But I have magic missile and I can just let loose with that.
How do you not have any ranged cantrips yet?
I took Green Flame Blade and Shocking Grasp because they're
Ah.
both useful at close range.
Fair enough.
Alright, what do you guys do after you guys got all of the items?
Do
But
we
just a quick
actually
question,
have that
where-
that flask, the iron flask?
Oh yeah, you do.
I don't see it. That's the problem.
Isn't it on your sheet?
I don't see it. That it should be because I'm like the only one who understood it, and I think I'm the only one who can use it.
Not, I can add it to the inventory. 1 second.
I don't think there's really anything else we need to do here, unless we just want to explore and like cleanse this place. I think we've got all the spell stuff we need from here.
You also
Why do I
have
roll with
the
advantage
altar.
every time?
Because you're attacking a dead creature.
No, but my
You're attacking an unconscious creature, technically.
Ah, that's why.
Well, yeah, it's dead with the status of unconscious because there is no status of dead except for the fact that you're not a creature anymore. You're an object.
Oh, Serena, you would love the circlet of blasting.
It sounds fantastic. I would like to know more about it.
It's in the party sheet.
On
Okay.
Kevin's head.
Is it on Kevin's head?
On Kevin's head, but Serena can use it tomorrow. We already used it today, so.
Yeah.
But absolutely.
Hold on.
I would like to ask Eliel the Learned,
Yes.
where do we need to go to find the last bits of this ceremony that we must perform?
Well, you must go. 1 second as the DM looks up this information. You must find Nala the Gifted. I sense she is near a place that in our time we called Galnera's Tomb.
Do I know where that is?
He'll whip out a map and point out the rough area.
Is that a ghost map?
Ghost map? No, it's more like Ghost GPS.
Well, no, we would have a map of the area and say, well, now where is that in relation to current times? We are currently here.
Yes, exactly. He will point it out for you on your map, which is.
And because I know better, north is that way.
Can you share the map?
Oh crap! I haven't shared the map.
It's the map. It's the map. It's the map.
Kevin will go to the back of this main cave, and as everyone's kind of discussing things, he's gonna shout into the distance. Echo! Echo! Echo!
You know, if we left now, we could have a pretty good head start. Just leave him behind. He'll never find us.
You can't do that.
We
Kevin,
can still make it throw up.
in front of you, you see this strange altar with all sorts of bright, shiny buttons and sliders and handles and other esoteric.
I hit the big red one.
It appears we've made the leash too long.
Big red button. Push it.
You know that there are other things in this complex that are you hold on 1 sec. Let me read this again.
Oh yeah, Falkland, you were going to try and attune to whatever controls all the traps and things.
You know
Right.
that there are other things within this floor that you haven't encountered yet. And in fact, your echo is drawing some of them out.
Oh, I start hitting buttons. That should take them out, right?
I jerk the leash back. Kevin, get away from there.
What button?
No buttons.
Do you hit another muffin button or button?
I will do a big swat and try and hit as many buttons as I can with one go.
Heckgate
I
will
want
football
to
tackle
swat
him.
his hand before he even gets a chance to do that.
Football tackle. Boom.
Onto the console. I hit even more buttons.
Can somebody just punch him in the gut or in the nuts?
The goddess would not like that. She loves all of her children, even the fools.
I've been
Oh,
punching
yeah.
him in the nuts for 20 minutes. He's not feeling a damn thing. He's too drunk.
Let's get ready for initiative.
Damn it. I pulled Kevin off of it.
But I figured out the password.
No.
Was the password?
No, it's
Stop. Stop it.
Was it guessed?
Oh wait, no, that's Funky Town. I figured out the
No.
tune of Funky Town.
No.
That's
It's
canon.
red, green, blue, yellow, red, blue, yellow, green, orange, yellow, green, yellow, blue, red, green, yellow.
Simon!
Don't
Hooray!
encourage him, Falkland.
I don't know. Does no one know where that's from?
Oh, I do. In
No.
character, out of character, I do.
Where is that from?
Third encounter?
Darkwing Duck.
Ah, damn it.
What?
Yeah, I was thinking
Darkwing
close
Duck.
encounter as well.
Anyways,
there's
what's
probably a
coming out
play
to
off
kill us
that, but
because
yeah.
Kevin decided to wake it up?
Ice Methods.
Oh, am I too far up? Yeah, I'm just focused on our little trio here.
Oh, there's only 9.
And Kevin's going first.
Oh, only 9.
Yeah, we don't see them though.
Yeah, hold on. I'm putting them down.
Guess I should move up the owl and figure out a name for the owl,
Owl, please.
and probably get you to some point add the owl actually to the initiative tracker.
Okay,
crap, one sec.
newbie question over here. How do I roll initiative?
Oh, I already rolled it for
Automatically
you.
gets
Yeah.
done.
Yeah. It's already
I
done.
found it.
Don't worry, you
okay.
rolled a 15. You're ahead of them at a 9.
Okay, and second
Arkady
newbie
is the one
question.
who only rolled a 4. Oh man.
And my second newbie question: how do I move the map? I can't seem to zoom in or zoom out.
Middle
Wait,
mouse
Wait a
button.
minute. Wait a minute. Patrick,
Yes.
I assume you have a +3 modifier to your dexterity score, right?
Yes. Yeah, how
You
can I
rolled a
possibly roll a
1?
4?
Yeah, that means. Okay, wait. Do you have an 18?
No, because I'd have my
speed then?
proficiency as well.
You had your proficiency bonus to your initiative score?
Oh, no, not for this guy. Nope. Yeah, so I must have rolled a 1.
No, you rolled a 2. Or well, if you rolled a 1, you should have been able to re-roll it.
Stephanie,
What?
you need to re-roll my initiative. I rolled a 1.
You did a boo boo.
If you re-roll it yourself, it'll super.
Yeah, you can re-roll it yourself. I'm sorry, I didn't notice.
No, Lauren did. I didn't notice either.
I was just looking at the order and going, 20, 18, 17, 15, 16 for the pseudo dragon, and then
Well, that's better.
yeah, 21. Nice.
Arkady goes first after punching Kevin for the umpteenth time and going sober up.
We're only missing a 19 for our party, and we are set.
Arkady, you see a bunch of ice methods charge out of the cave towards you. What do you do?
Are they coming from both directions? No. Okay. I will step around Serena, moving to there, and hold my action until somebody gets next to the ice method, and then I will fire my crossbow at them.
Okay, roll it.
No, I'm holding my action until somebody gets next to them.
Oh.
He wants sneak attack.
Kevin, you have a bunch of new friends and they're all just coming out to greet you.
Go get them, drunkie. They said something nasty about your mother.
But there's 2 of them. Which one do I aim at as I go back and forth on either side of the method?
Hit the one in the middle.
Actually, that's a good reason for why you have disadvantage.
Yes, it is. All right, so I'm going to first attack. Oh, I didn't target him, but that probably misses. This is AC in at 13. Yeah.
Let me double check.
And second attack.
Their AC is an 11.
So both hit.
Yes, so roll that sweet damage.
Well, let's see. That's the first one. Oh, it doesn't kill him. Kerchow, kerchow.
America.
2 shots. I've got or more.
Okay. Jacqueline.
All right. Let's see. What do I have here that would give me a benefit of the doubt? All right. I'm going to warn everyone that staying within melee with these guys is a bad idea. And then I'm going to. Can I see 1 and 2 from here?
I'm going to say yes.
All right.
Yes.
So I will cast Magic Missile. So, oh, I guess I shouldn't target them all at the same time. Where is me Magic Missile? There it is. Okay. So he gets 1 dart, and the other ones get 2. Nice. He explodes. And boom. That is my turn.
Okay.
Damn.
He did explode, right?
Oh, sorry. Let me see. Yeah, he did.
I forget if it's force damage or if it's cold damage.
Slashing damage.
Oh, sweet! I could have caused a chain reaction.
Oh, right. Okay, 10 dexterity with everything within 5 feet. Give me 2 seconds. And it rolled a 1. Heavy damage to the other one. But that other one
That is
isn't
why
dead.
you do not attack them up close.
Thank you for reminding me of that. Hecate, you see 1 poof out of existence.
And I don't have many spells left. Alright, I'm gonna move around here to the other side of Kevin. Shoot. Okay, good, I'm not muted. Good, I thought I was still muted. Alright, control target this guy. So, spiritual weapon, my last 2nd level spell slot. Seriously. Can I still cast a cantrip? After
Yes.
casting a spell?
Yeah.
Perfect.
You can
As
only
long as
cast a
it's-
cantrip if you cast a bonus action spell.
Awesome. Okay. I don't have to make a melee, or is this straight up? Okay, yeah, this is a straight up. I'm going to cast Sacred Flame on this guy. He fails.
That's another 1. Oh man.
Is he dead yet? And then that's going to be my
he's
turn.
close to dead, but he ain't dead.
Aww. That's it for Hecate.
Serena!
Serena is going to just move until she is able to see eyes number 2. Moving through Arcade and going to take a pot shot at the crossbow. And how do I connect my character to the other character that I'm about to hit?
Control
that?
click.
Oh, duh. Oh, there we go. And here comes a shot. Please connect, please connect, please connect. Dang.
We were doing so good.
The curse of last week comes back to haunt us.
We wasted all the 20s before the game. Okay, that's it for Serena.
And Ice Method 2 is going to make a beeline for you, Hecate.
Ugh, of course you are.
It gets attacked first.
It does get attacked first, so 1 second. Arcady. You get to re-roll those.
I sure do.
Steph, you do know you don't have to switch back to him. He can roll outside of his turn.
Yeah. Yes. It's already dying. And it's going to do
Yeah,
its
you
death
did.
blow. Ooh, Hecate, you fail.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin just barely squeaks by.
Drunk reflexes.
You get 4 ice damage as this thing poofs in
You said
out of its-
slashing.
or slashing, sorry. Slashing damage from the ice. Does that make sense?
Yep. Okay, that's not so bad.
Ice Method 3 is going to come out and do the same thing. Dang, you're not doing well. 5 damage.
I'm still okay.
Ice Method 4 is going to attack Pocolin. Miss. This one's going to attack Kevin. Miss.
Still the drunken monk.
This one will hold its action. And the rest of them will just all move up. Arcady, it's your turn again.
All right. Arcady is going to target Ice Method 7 in the back. And I am going to use my insightful fighting, so it needs to give me a deception check versus my insight.
What's your insight? Oh, 26.
Ooh, that just rolled over. Okay, so I can use sneak attack without having an ally next to him. Gonna re-roll that. That is quite a lot of ones tonight.
Hit. You just hit.
You threw a dagger?
No. Sorry, that was wrong.
Okay.
So, yeah, so it's not 5, it's 8.
Fine. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Kevin, you have Icy friend in front of you.
All right, that's Kerchow, Kerchow. And I can use my bonus action because he's close now to do my unarmed strike. And it's done.
Pocolin. I see you are
Yep. Okay. Because they're all going to be in range of my once
Shatter?
threatened spell. I cast web.
Oh, nice. Roll it.
So technically speaking, they don't actually do anything until the start of their turn.
Just roll it now for expediency
Okay.
sake.
Cool. I got 3 of them. They're not prone, they're just restrained.
Okay. Is that the end of your turn?
You know what? I'm gonna bonus action Blade Sing.
Okay. Okay. The creature in front of you is webbed.
All right. Shoot, I can only move it 20 feet. So I'm going to first off go after Ice Method number 8 with my spiritual weapon. Yes. And then I'm going to go after the one in front of me with my mace. Now, these things, they're not fiends, right?
I don't believe so. I think they're elementals.
They're
One sec.
elementals.
Perfect. No, I just need to know because just double checking my mace of disruption.
Are neutral evil.
Hits.
Nice.
And that's all I do. Or that's all Hecate does.
Serena.
Alright, is Serena able to see? No, she won't be able to see. I retract that question. I will continue taking shots at the methods.
Okay.
The one that looks the most injured, I will be aiming towards that one. And connect. Oh, wait. Oh, I did not do the thing. I was trying to aim at this one. Number 5. Mambo number 5. This is
So just
15
hit
hit.
control and like hold down the control key while you click on number 5. And it'll automatically target it, and then you can roll the damage, and it'll be applied to it, providing the 15 hits it.
Okay,
Is it 15 hit stuff?
15 hits.
Yeah. So hold down
And-
control, click on the target you want to hit, and then you can just roll your damage.
There you go. You're good. You're good.
Okay,
Roll that
so
sweet damage.
I already rolled. So the damage. Okay, I found it.
And it is dying. And
Ugh.
5. So, everybody. Time for method number 5.
I never
sorry,
thought I should have blessed us.
I was just gonna say my bonus action. I give Hecate my bardic inspiration, D8.
I can add that to saving throws.
Saving throws, attack rolls.
Yeah,
Any kind
you
of
need it. You just failed.
Yeah, let's do that.
Who made it? So Falkland just barely made it. Kevin made it with astounding speed. Serena was one of the last ones. All right. Time for ice method number 3. I'm going to use its frost breath. And you failed. What is with you and dex saves?
I have no dex. Ever since I became a half orc.
No dex. Okay. Ice Mephit number 4 is going to continue to attack. Is going to move over here and continue to attack Focalin. 2 passes. Is it half damage? Yeah, it's half damage. Okay. Alright, you pass your concentration. Ice Mephit number 6 is going to...
It moved within the area. I believe. Let me just double check.
That one, no, that one doesn't have a web on it.
Yeah, I know. The ones that don't have webs on them, if they each creature that starts its turn in the webs or that enters them during its turn has to make a saving throw.
Right, so is it a dex saving throw?
It is a DC 14 dexterity saving throw, yes.
Fails, so I guess it doesn't move.
It is restrained. Which one was that?
That was 6.
Okay, here. I'm going to de-target and retarget 6 and just double check.
Thank you for reminding me about that, by the way.
Restrained. No problem.
Alrighty. So that's number 6. Number 6 can't really do anything. Oh, is there like a dexterity save to break out? Or is that next turn?
It's a strength check as an action against my spell save, which is a 14.
He breaks out! He rolled, with a -2, he rolled a 19. So he got a 17. That is the end of his turn. Number 7 is stuck.
If he breaks out, then you could have removed it.
Thank you. Alright, so he stays restrained. Number 8 has to make the dexterity save. This one failed its dexterity save, so you can put it on.
Yeah, he is restrained.
Excellent. And he's going to waste his turn doing another strength save. Rolled a 12, and I don't think that works, right?
No, it's a 14.
14, right. I knew it wasn't 16. Number 9 is going to make his dex save. It rolled a 16, so it is unaffected. Does that mean that means it can move, right?
It rolled a strength check of DC 16.
Straight. Rolled a 15 plus 1, so 16.
All right, then yeah, it breaks free.
Gonna move right up to you and attack you. And it's gonna miss. Arcady!
I will continue targeting number 7.
It's a hit! There goes number 7.
And for my second shot, I'll target number 8.
Nice.
Critical hit!
And you
It's
didn't
dead.
use your sneak attack.
Nope.
Unfortunately, there's no one around it. It just disappears into a poof of smoke.
That's my turn.
Kevin!
All right. Last 2 shots before I have to reload. So let's finish off 3.
3's a straight roll.
Yep. Nice. Very nice. And 4.
Sorry, guys. I think I'm losing. I lost my Fantasy Grounds connection. I'm going to be back in just a few seconds.
Sure.
And, I will unarmed strike him. So I guess those both explode, right?
Yep. Technically, you might not have been able to
Yes.
unarmed strike the other guy. Or attack him.
Oh, no?
Oh, wait.
Alright, so Ice Method 3 and Ice Method 4 are dead.
So first you hit Ice Method 3.
Alright, so Ice Method 3, 1 sec. Oh, you did put them both in a roll. Oh no, you only did the... Alright, so you did the revolver first. Oh,
Yep.
and it automatically applied the damage. Oh wait, you did the revolver first on 4, actually.
3 first.
It says 4 here.
Hit 3. No. Hit 3 first with a total of a 22 to hit.
Oh,
Dealt
okay.
14 damage. Killed.
Okay, so let's just do number 3.
Basically, if it deals 3 or more damage to the to number 4, it would have killed it before the unarmed strike.
Did it kill itself, or?
You haven't applied any damage yet.
Yeah, it would have killed it. It would have killed it.
Cool. So your unarmed strike did not hit that one. You, in theory, could move forward because being restrained would not provide you any deficit.
Nope.
So I will still check to see if you're restrained because it would give others an advantage.
And I will smash 9.
Okay, you are not restrained.
Alright. That's a hit.
And done.
Okay. Backlin, you have 2 in front of you.
2 in front of me, none of which are restrained. Okay. We'll target 9. Attack number 1. Wait, is he restrained?
He was
What?
the one
Oh,
who...
I'm targeting Kevin still. That's the
Whoops.
problem. Because I checked to see if he got restrained. I hit the ice method though. So I roll damage. Max damage, he's dying. Sweet. It explodes. staff.
Yeah, hold on 1 second. Sorry about that. That's number 9.
Yeah, my target goes boom.
The other one doesn't go boom as well, but it is damaged.
Did I lose a concentration check at some point?
I don't think you know.
Interesting.
I think we were down to like the 2 that like passed their check or whatever.
No, it's more the fact of that damage should have made me have to roll a Constitution saving throw.
I did it before.
Weird.
Very weird.
Unless it rolled it and I failed at some point.
Are you done?
No, not yet. I'm just double checking to see why. Yeah, because the last time it happened, I rolled a total of an 11 and succeeded.
Correct. You know what? Maybe it's because no one that had the web on it was still alive, so maybe it thought it was done.
Maybe. Oh yeah, that might be it. Yeah. So okay, interesting.
All right. Anything else?
I will roll a Constitution saving throw just in case. I mean, I should succeed this.
Nope.
Nope, I fail. Cool. That's all right. It's gone. I then target 6. Boom, actions. Damn, I probably should have done that differently. Oh well. Attack with scimitar is my extra attack. Hit. Deal damage. Bonus action, swing for the fences. Hit again.
Damage.
And it's dead.
You save. Still take 4 ice damage. And with that, I think this is a pretty good spot to take a break.
Hooray, we can have snow cones!
You can have snow cones if you want to. Did you bring the syrup?
We can have flavorless snow cones!
Alright, we'll be right back.
I will also be right back.
So how's it been quarantining, Nabil? How you doing? Oh, he's not back yet. They're
So it looks like I am putting together a Protector Azamar Life Cleric.
Ooh.
Any advice since you, I think you've played an Azamar, haven't you?
Yeah, Sarana. I really like the Protector thing, especially if you're going Cleric. I would go Protector because you get the extra heals out of it. But it's
Yeah,
really
I'll get the
fun,
extra
especially
heals.
with the flight. Especially with the flight, it's really fun.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, Protector's nice. But when Protector is the one that gets the flight with the wings, right? Not the scary aura.
Right, the
That's
flight
right.
with the wings, yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, there's 3 types. I know 2 of them get a fly speed. 1 of them just pops a scary aura. 2 of them deal extra damage, and I forget what the 3rd one does.
The scary one, I think, is the fallen Asmar, Asmir, whatever.
And Scourge, I'm actually gonna look it up because I don't remember exactly what Scourge gets.
I've got
It's
it right
honestly,
here.
it's been a
Scourge
while.
is the Radiant Consumption. So
Right.
you get extra con, and you unleash divine energy. Searing light radiates from you, pouring out of your eyes and mouth. Shed light in a 10-foot radius. And then you deal radiant damage equal to half your level, rounded up.
Yeah.
Been a long time since I played Serena, so I can't remember.
Well, you figure so Fallen gets when you transform, you get extra necrotic damage equal to your level on once per turn when you attack. Protector gets the radiant damage extra, and then radiant consumption is everyone within 10 feet of you takes the damage, including yourself.
Back.
Or half your level.
Hey, what's this giant lever do?
No, Kevin.
But yeah, no, honestly, it takes a lot of forethought or planning to properly pop your wings because it is your action. So, you use your action to transform and become really cool looking, but then you don't have an action for that turn. So it's good if you're a cleric because then you can still cast, spiritual weapon or healing word or what have you and still be effective. And you do get the bonus radiant damage because it's when you attack or when you deal damage with an attack or spell. So it's not bad. Plus 30 feet of fly speed. Can't knock that.
I am back.
I think Nabila's back too, or at least she should be
I'm
shortly.
back.
Hello.
Sorry, I lost my entire connection. I thought it was just Fenny Grounds
Aw.
fantasy. So what did I miss? Did we die? Survive?
Welcome.
How many?
Total
Welcome back to
TPK.
Canada, where you have third world internet.
And the irony of that statement is Ian has no idea how true that is. The internet back home is a lot better than it is right now. I have no
I
idea.
would not be surprised.
No. Depending on where you are in Canada, it is anywhere from good to horrible.
Yeah, that is true.
I mean, the fact that certain areas of the country cannot get proper internet unless you try and use a satellite connection. And I'm talking about places that are within a 3-hour drive of Toronto.
Oh yeah, just outside, like your friend just outside of Aurelia.
Well, she's off of Lake Dalrymple, which is like a 45 to hour drive out of Aurelia.
And back home in Pakistan, it is extremely expensive to get. I mean, considering the pay, the pay versus when things that you want. I mean, there's a term for that. My brain is farting at the moment. So getting a data plan is extremely expensive. What's cheaper is that they give you this little device, which is basically a satellite Wi-Fi modem that you can carry with you anywhere you want, and it literally is it's a Wi-Fi hotspot machine. So it's cheaper to get that rather than a data plan.
Wow.
So
All
basically,
right.
you're paying. Yeah. Sorry.
No. It's fine. I thought you were done. You can finish.
No, I'm done.
Okay, so you have killed all the ice methods.
Pull the lever.
All right, you pulled the lever, and hold on 1 second. Roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Wrong lever.
Just me or everyone?
No, just Kevin.
Oh, we're gonna die.
Say, dumbass. You were thinking dumbass.
You suffer 4 levels of exhaustion.
Oh, I'm conscious.
Uh,
I think
what's
there's 3
that?
levels There's only 3 levels of exhaustion. Am I dead?
No, there's not 3 levels of exhaustion.
No,
There's
there's
5
like-
levels.
yeah,
You're basically on the ground, unable to move.
you're a
There's
potato.
technically 6. The
Last
6th
one
one
is
is
death.
death, but
You are
Hecate?
currently a potato.
Hecate is just gonna stand over you and just be like, "We have no spells to heal you now. We must rest and commune with our goddess. So have fun being a potato."
Oh, no. Actually, at 4 levels, so you have disability, your speed is only halved. You have your disadvantage on attack rolls and saves. Your hit point maximum is halved. It's level 5 where your speed is reduced to 0. So you can still move around just at half speed.
You're pretty
stumbling.
but by the time you hit 5 levels, you're 1 away from dead.
Yeah.
Basically still drunk, but also suffering from like the worst hangover ever.
I say
You're sitting over an ice bowl, just going, "I'll never drink again." But in your case, it's, "I'll never look at a tapestry again."
I'll never look at a
Well, let
nude
me
woman
look
in a
at the damn
tapestry
thing.
again.
I want to investigate this thing and figure out how it works before I attempt to push any buttons.
Alright, so roll me an investigation check.
We
We
know
would
what
rather
that
we
one
just
does.
leave.
I'll give the help action.
I have identify if that helps.
I identified this one.
I got a 20.
Yes,
No,
you
Never
did.
mind.
Kevin.
Yeah, you did. Okay, so Falkland, you have seen these once or twice before. These mystic altars are known to sort of control the traps and everything else around the complex. What you noticed Kevin pulled was probably the trap trigger, which is why it sort of triggered that sort of saving throw. You realize what you can do with this machine is know the number and type of any creatures that are not undead in the complex. You can lock or unlock any door in this complex. You can activate or deactivate any initial traps, like for example, built-in traps. Sort of like that door that had the flesh to stone on it. You could deactivate that.
So constructed traps that are tied into it. Any natural traps, aka a passageway that's about to crumble and hit our heads that wasn't tied to the thing, I have no clue about.
Yes,
So are
and
tho-
also the tapestry, which looked to have been brought in by someone else.
Are
So-
those glowing dots us?
So I would like to know how many non-undead creatures there are, and I will ignore any result of 6 or lower. Actually, no, if it's lower than 6, I will be concerned, because in theory my thing is a fae.
Okay, so you know that you see what presumably you see you guys. You realize that there's one fae. There should be like 3 fae. You yourself, the pseudo dragon, and you realize there's at least one other fae in the complex.
My owl.
Okay, so technically 4. There's an additional
Alright.
one beyond that.
So there's an extra fae being. What else is there?
You know about the. You already know about the suits of animated armor, but they were already turned off.
I keep them turned off. I'm turning off all the traps. I'm not yet opening all the doors because I don't want to necessarily release something that might be behind a locked door that's represented on here. So I'm keeping that as a not yet.
You also know that there are 3 black puddings
Ooh.
nearby.
Oh, don't talk about food right now.
Don't you want some tofurkey?
We need to rest.
God damn it.
Properly rest.
I
And
have.
you know through playing this thing, because you got such a high score, that there was a trap that wasn't necessarily turned off in the other room. So all the traps, like, in here... Oh, hold on, let me... All the traps where you were going to investigate, or the dragon had you investigate, were turned off. The dragon kept his word there. But there's another trap further beyond, like close to what would be an exit, that was kept on.
You're talking at the top of the map?
Yeah, like at the top of the map.
Okay. So I will turn off that trap.
Turn it off.
I will inform the party that the traps have been turned off. There are other creatures in here. One is Fae, and there's a couple of puddings about. Other than that, like, we cannot be sure that all traps have been removed, just most of them. I would suggest that a rest of some sort would be a good idea.
Agreed.
Rest, yeah.
And as a result of that, I will be using my second wind.
Alright, are you guys going to take a long rest in here?
Hecate would very much appreciate a long rest because she only has 3 first level spell slots left.
Indeed, why don't you turn all the traps back on so we can be in a safe place while we rest?
That's an idea.
Okay, I'll turn all the traps on and lock all the doors.
Okay.
Okay, is it possible to close all the doors as well?
Yes.
Can you turn
I
down
assume
the
that
lights?
there are no traps in this room that I
No,
would.
there are no traps in this room.
Yeah.
There were
good.
there's the animated armor, but you now control them, so you're able to turn that on. And you're in control of them.
I will set them up as guardians for us while we rest.
Telepathically, I say to him, have them go stand over Kevin and clap their hands together for a while first.
Oh.
Oh, Arcadia, you're
I do that
devious.
for
Oh,
15 minutes straight.
The pain is the goddess's way of teaching you about your folly so you can learn to be a better servant for her.
You're right. I'll never look at art again. Art bad. Free expression, no. Tapestry's evil.
Not so much
Cast
about the
mage
tapestry,
armor.
Kevin, but so much about touching things that you shouldn't.
He just looked at it. He didn't touch it.
I'll never look
I
at
was
art again.
referring to the lever, but yes.
Oh, yes, that too.
he was touching with his eyes.
Dirty, dirty eyes.
Kevin was just cleaning it with his eyes.
How well were you cleaning it?
He was gonna beat it like a rug.
Okay, we'll cut in with that.
Alright, so you guys have a nice long rest where nothing really eventful happens. You wake up, you have a nice little breakfast. The ice in this room has dissipated, and there's some puddles on the floor, but nothing major.
Halfway through the night, Arcadia feel a tug. I threw up in my sleeping bag. Can I sleep with you?
Yes, of course you can. Did you clean your face first?
I did. And
Yes,
I put
you
on
may.
socks.
Good, your feet are like ice. Yes, you can sleep in here. Come on.
We've discovered that now that Hecate is a half-orc, she's developed this terrible habit of snoring.
Okay, so what do you guys do now?
It's 2 exhaustion points for sleeping.
One
One.
per rest.
One
Oh, it's
per
1
long
per
rest.
rest. I thought it
One
was 2
per.
for some reason.
Unless
one per
Hecate
long
can
rest.
remove one from you with a spell.
I don't think I have it prepared now, but I'll be able to do it in the morning.
I think
Uh,
we're
Well,
at
it's
the morning
technically
now.
morning now.
Yeah, it's the morning now.
Okay, then yes. I will prepare Lesser Restoration and cast it upon Kevin.
Lesser restoration does not
Oh.
remove exhaustion.
No, it's
Oh,
only
did I
greater.
mess that up?
It's
I
greater
don't think I have
restoration.
access to greater then. Let's see.
Well, what do you get good
You don't,
for?
because it's a
Oh,
5th level
God, I'm
spell.
so sorry, my head. Ow. I might be a little grumpy.
Where is
Ow.
it?
I know you don't have it. It's a 5th level spell.
Dang. Yeah, for exhaustion, there's really nothing I can do aside from there.
Go patronize me. Grumble, 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 pout, pout, pout.
Let's see, getting rid of enhanced stability. We don't need that anymore. Pick something else. Okay.
Okay, so
Yeah, I'm just picking for the day now.
I presume that now that guys are going to explore deeper into the complex, that you will turn off all the traps again.
Yes. I'm not stupid.
Okay.
I would remove the traps. I would set all of the doors that were. I would ask the party if I should unlock all the doors or leave them locked. And am I connected to this telepathically, or do I have to actually manually manipulate it?
I'm going to. One sec. Read the stat block for this.
Because it's the difference of leaving my owl here to manipulate it for me, or going off and manipulating it mentally.
As long as you're within the complex, I'm going to say it's telepathic.
Okay, in that case, then I would suggest that we leave it so that I could telepathically open and close doors as we come to them, so that we're prepared if a problem comes up.
Right. Okay, so what room do you explore next? Do you go to the north? Do you go to the south?
Well, we came from the south.
I mean, up and south again.
Yes. Yeah, let's head in and check this area out. The ice is melting in here, I assume?
The ice is slowly melting in here. Hold on, let me read the flavor text. An melting, ice-covered tunnel leads to a room where frosty stalactites and stalagmites glitter in the torchlight. At the center of the room is what appears to be a small dragon statue covered in ice. What do you guys do?
I will say, hold up a minute. Actually, Kevin, hold up for at least 15 minutes. And I will sit and cast Ritually Detect Magic.
It is non... Oh, I guess... Will Detect Magic sort of detect a faint air of magic around magical creatures?
For the duration, you sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of you. If you sense magic in this way, you can use your action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object in the area that bears magic, and you learn its school of magic, if any.
But what... Okay, so this wouldn't have a school of magic, but there is a magical creature inside. Roll me a perception check. You realize that as soon as you entered the room, its eyes sort of darted and looked at you, and it's like furiously blinking. Almost as if
that
to get
SOS?
your yeah, like an SOS almost. Like, Help me, help me, help me.
Insight.
Arkady?
What's the code?
She wants out. You don't need to do an insight
Arkady?
check for that.
Can you converse with them?
My telepathy is one way, but I
Well, you
can certainly pass a message to it.
Well, 1 second. If you can hear us, blink your eyes once.
The creature stops, and then slowly blinks its eyes once. Looks up at you pleadingly.
What is it?
It is a small dragon, and it is a... You're guessing through the ice that it is a pseudo-dragon.
A third one?
Second one.
I thought this was the third one.
No, I thought
Second one.
Yeah, this is second.
Yeah, this is the second one. We I think we've met a third one, but it did not come with us.
When did you meet a third one?
Because we
I
were
don't
going to
know.
sacrifice mine, and there was supposed to be a second one.
And here it is.
Okay. So I assume this thing is petrified, right?
Yes, basically. But you think if you can, like, melt the ice around it, it should do the trick.
Oh. Okay. Well, if that's the case, I will, Oh. I mean, I have one fire spell, but it's not the best of fire spells.
You can also, like, take, like, a regular fire and wait.
All right, I will. Yeah, I will
If cold didn't kill
set
it
up
with
a
fire,
fire. I will set up a fire next to it, and allow it to thaw out. Because I don't
Kevin,
want
get
to
over there
break
and
the
get
ice.
breathing.
I would hate to
Yeah,
see
his
us scream right now.
Listerine, that's not helping.
And it takes a while. It takes like a good hour, but you are able to free this pseudo dragon. And then the pseudo dragon begins to speak telepathically to you all and says, "Thank you for freeing me. My name is Ari Golana. I presume that Raujaviak, the White Desolation, has been killed."
Yes.
Good. He caught me while I was exploring caves beneath Luna Valley. He froze me here, and I was a plaything for the Mephits for the longest time. Thank you so much for saving my life.
You're welcome, little one. What can you tell us of this complex?
Well, from what I remember, I came from the north. There was an old tunnel I found outside, and I just followed it in. It was mostly blocked, but I was able to squeeze through. Then that dragon, true dragon, found me and captured me and brought me here. I'm sorry, I haven't traveled further beyond this room. I don't know what's above me.
Well, there's nothing above him, right?
Well, there's four floors that you guys went down.
Oh, I thought they were
Did
all
we
empty.
clear those floors? I forget.
Yeah, you guys cleared them. There wasn't much there.
Okay.
This is the basement, which looks to be part this is the basement, or technically it's all a basement. But this looks to be that they took a natural cave system and then expanded off of it. Sort of like in Minecraft.
Well, shall we explore this northern area?
Sure.
Let's get going.
Heck, Gabe will introduce the two pseudo dragons to each other.
Oh, hello. And they stare intently at each other, and you know them to be having a conversation, and they seem to be getting along.
Good. Yes, let's go and explore this part of the complex.
Yes. What's in this room? And do I have to unlock the door?
1 second. I'm not sure if you have to
Oh,
unlock.
crap. Sorry, Steph. Can you share the map again? I accidentally closed it. I just realized.
Not a problem. Alright,
Thank
you come to
you.
this door, and Fakalin, you would recognize this. This door has the words written in an old version of Common that say "Try again later" carved into it. Oh, you don't need to unlock it because you unlocked all the doors.
Well, no, I said that if I could control it telepathically, then I would wait until we were at the door to unlock
Oh, right.
it.
Oh, yeah.
Because
So
I
you
don't want to
unlock
have
it.
things moving around freely.
Yeah. It's locked, so you can unlock it.
I do.
Do you open the door?
Hang on, I'm going to pull up my crossbow and ready an action in case something leaps out at us.
Yeah,
I
same.
open it with Mage Hand because I don't trust anything.
Oh, actually, I'll hold up a hand before you do that. I'd like to do a. Can I listen at the door, please?
Sure. You do hear the faint bit of something beyond this door, like a slide, slide, slide. You can tell that there's something in there.
I will pass this information along to everybody. There is something in here, potentially dangerous. And so, yeah, so I will back up and ready my crossbow for when the door is opened.
Serena does the same. Action ready.
I stand in front
Yep.
of the door, slightly away from it, and look to everyone to make sure they're ready.
I prepare to cast a spell.
I then open the door with Mage Hand.
Okay, and you see do 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 do.
It's the
Baby
friggin'
shark?
puddings, isn't it?
That was Baby Shark.
Black
Oh, Mama
pudding.
Shark.
Do
Do,
do
do.
do 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 do. Black
Friggin'
pudding.
knew it.
Let's
We
roll
murder
initiative.
everything.
Shut that door!
We murder everything.
Alright, so everyone's hold actions can go off.
They didn't come out though.
Oh, you open the door and you can see them now. And
I'm
they
pretty
are
sure-
and they are acting and they are moving in to attack you. They are aggressive creatures.
Double ones, really?
Oh, Ian, would you with 2 levels of exhaustion? Is it 2 levels? Is it 2 levels every long rest? Or it's 1. With 3 levels of exhaustion, would you still be at disadvantage for
I believe so, yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna
It's
leave poison on.
cumulative, yep.
Alright. Some of these got damaged. Is everyone done?
Yep.
Bucklin!
Okay, actually, let me just double check. Okay, no, that's a bad idea. That's a very... Wait a minute. Steph,
Yeah?
is the door able to be manipulated by my owl?
Maybe. What do you want it to do?
I want to see if I can call my owl in to immediately slam the door after the tiny mote that I've been sent forth from my cold snap goes past the threshold of the door, but before it explodes, so that it then creates a full cover barrier that prevents the explosion from hitting us.
Yes, but first roll me an Arcana check. Alright, so you got above a 10. You know that this is a black pudding. And black puddings are immune to cold damage.
Ah, Okay, that completely
Because
changes.
you're like a mage and a part of the bureaucracy and like you know part of your background, I'd let you do that. But you would know that they are immune to cold.
Cool. I'm gonna
If you
just
had fireball, this would be a good idea.
Yeah. I'm gonna double check the wording on one of my spells, but regardless, I am going to close the door.
Okay.
Where is it here? Awesome. And then I will hold my action to cast Green Flame Blade should the enemy, which is one of the puddings, appear before me.
So are you closing the door?
I'm closing the door and then readying in case they open the door again. And then if I can, I will attempt to lock it with my mental ability.
All right, you close the door and you hear kind of thump, 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 thump against the door, but they cannot open the door themselves.
Cool.
You guys are just going to leave them in there?
Did anyone see any treasure in there we might have wanted to grab before I closed the door?
Okay, so let me read this flavor text that I should have read when you opened the door. A hiss of air accompanies the opening of the door to this room. Everything within it is clean. There is not a speck of dust. Suddenly, a huge pile of black goop splats to the floor and begins making its way towards you. So presumably, these things have been here for a very long time.
If there was anything in there, they would have dissolved it by now.
Yes, basically.
Okay, and before they appeared, we did not see anything. So, all right, I assume it's safe to move on.
Okay.
I, however, will be paranoid and want to search for traps.
You would know all the trap. This is where the electric floor was.
I'm looking for traps that were not established to the thing because we know they exist. I don't find any. That was a natural one.
You don't find any, but lucky for you, there's nothing here.
Cool. Moving on, I guess.
Oh, you do notice, however, as you enter into the room and go in deeper, you see two corpses pop up from the tunnel right above you. And they are flesh golems. Let me just get rid of these puddings.
What kind of a fun house did we fall into?
Not a fun house, it's a laboratory.
Well, I'm not having fun.
You should experiment more. We're in a laboratory. That's a word.
But I don't have to go to the bathroom.
I tripped over a laboratory. I believe I said labori or something like that. Laborti, I don't know.
Ladori.
Can you control these, Fockelin?
I did not create them, so I'm going to say not yet.
All right, Fockelin, it's your turn.
Seriously?
Didn't bother rolling initiative again.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right. Let's see here. Are they within 5 feet of each other? They kind of look it.
Yeah.
Awesome. I'm going to move up. I'm going to target this one, and because I know a little bit about golems, I'm going to do something potentially bad.
Ooh.
All right. So I cast Green Flame Blade,
Okay.
which. Okay. So attack with scimitar. Hits.
Ooh.
Nice.
Deals fire damage to the golem. And then his buddy takes fire damage as well. And then, I just want to double check the. And I can do it as a bonus action as well. Well, not that, but I can just attack it. All right, yeah. So bonus action, I will attack as well. Oh, whoops. I'm still within 5 feet of it. So I strike the second one again.
Okay.
So I deal about the same damage to each.
We both did. Okay. So do I don't have to do anything, right? Yeah, it automatically applied. Oh, all right, awesome.
Well, it automatically applied all the damage properly. I meant to target one, and instead targeted two, but you know what? It doesn't really matter. I have dealt fire damage to both.
Excellent.
FYI.
Good. Serena.
All right, from where she's standing, she's gonna take a shot. Hopefully, it doesn't hit Falkland. At Flesh Golem number 1.
Okay.
And here comes a shot. Bada bing. And a critical fail.
Hamilton would be so disappointed.
Who,
Sorry,
Hamilton?
Falkland.
Hamilton.
You mean from
Alexander Hamilton?
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, okay. You're.
Yeah, you just threw away your shot, man.
Whoopsie. And Kevin gets a Bardic Inspiration. That's the end of my turn.
Sweet. What can I use that on?
Attack rolls, saving throws, and yeah, those are the only two things I can. Yeah,
Basically,
those are the
adding
only...
D20 roll.
Yeah.
Alright, so it has a disadvantage on its attack rolls.
Yep.
So smart you. You get inspiration for that. And it's going to attack you.
Oh no.
Miss. This one's going to attack Kevin at disadvantage. And really miss. Arcady.
Wait.
Taking aim at number 2. Wow, that is my 4th nat 1 tonight?
But you get to re-roll them.
Exactly.
Halfling privilege.
You made up for that damage on your sneak attack.
Yeah, and then I will just slip down here, and that's my turn.
Okay. Kevin!
Oh, wait, second attack. What
Oh,
am I
second attack.
thinking?
Sorry. Hit.
That is all.
Alright. Kevin!
All right. Well, I'm going to use my inspiration for my first attack because I'll likely miss. At the D8.
Well, you can choose to use it after, especially when you
Oh,
roll
you can?
2
Okay, I
15s.
thought it
Yeah.
was one of those you have to choose before
Now, I
ones.
let you choose to do it after.
No, it says in the thing you can choose after, but before you find out the result.
Oh, okay.
And this one is kind of hard when it tells you the result immediately, but
Yeah, that's true. All right. So that's the first attack. Second attack, which I'll use.
That was a nat 1, bud.
Oh, you can't. Oh, wait. D8 won't work on that.
It's a natural 1. It always misses.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Plus,
And
you misfired.
oh yeah, so that breaks. And I will unarmed attack.
Another
Which
miss.
That one you can use it on.
Yeah, that I can do it on, which will bring it up to a
14.
what's its AC?
9, so you hit. Is that the end of your turn?
Really?
Yep, that's it.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Too bad they're golems. I was going to toll the dead them, but I don't think the crowd's going to have any effect on them. Right. So let's go Sacred Flame. Yes. And I don't want to pop out my
Why are they getting advantage on dexterity saves?
Oh, they got an advantage? I don't know.
They have magic resistance.
Oh!
Oh, okay.
Well, still failed, but now I know, hey, this didn't affect them like it should have, so I'll have to go in and smack them next time. Point being, done.
Buckalin.
Okay, gonna switch target slightly here. And rinse and repeat. Oh my god. I missed. Can I cash in my inspiration to try and hit again? Oh wait, no, I have an owl. I keep forgetting about my damn owl.
Yep.
I'm gonna give myself an advantage on that first attack, because there we go. Alright, so deal damage to him. And target number 2.
Make sure you reapply the effect it expired.
It's supposed to expire. It deals extra damage on to my main target of a D8, and then deals a D8 plus 3 to a secondary target.
Okay.
Which max damage is pretty darn nice. All right, and then I switch back to Flesh Golem 1. Bonus action, strike, and hit.
Nice.
For minimum damage. Yeah, and I sit back looking pretty.
Serena.
Again, she's going to take a shot, completely forgetting, completely suppressing that memory. Oh, she missed that shot? Nah. Oh my god, really?
You hit. Roll that
Oh, wait.
damage.
Oh,
They
it
only have a
connected.
9.
Okay.
They only have a 9,
Oh.
guys.
Okay,
Yeah.
sweet. Fuck. Really?
Oh,
Well,
you don't have any magic? Ooh.
Well, you have a fuck ton of money now, guys.
He refused the magic sword we gave him.
I did. That is my
Choosing
bad.
beggar.
You can shoot when you get back to town. You can probably trade the +1 longbow.
No, you took the +1 longsword.
But
Nabil?
was that magic? But was that magical? I thought it was
Yeah.
just a regular.
Magical.
Oh, dang. Okay, so I'll remember to use it next time. Okay. That's it for me. I can't do much.
Okay. This one's going to try and hit Focalin. Fail. Other one's going to try and hit Kevin.
Dance out of the way.
And hit! Shit. Arcady.
Arcady will keep firing on the one he was going after.
The hit.
Keep in mind, if there's less than 2 targets, I can't deal fire damage.
And he did. Is that the end of your turn?
That is.
Okay. Kevin!
All right. So, am I within 5 feet where I'm at? I think so. Because he's kind of half off the
Sure.
grid.
Just put him
And
down here for right now.
we will spend the key point and do the 3 attacks.
Okay.
Oh, hit.
Ian,
Oh, yeah, what I do wrong?
you get 4 attacks if you spend the key point.
Oh, right, shit. Thank you.
Otherwise, you can just attack once as a bonus action.
Right. So it's 3 or spend a key point for 4.
Yeah. But you have to say so before you use your bonus action.
Ah, gotcha. And done.
Okay.
All right, I'm just gonna wait on in there. Give him a smack. Hit. And that's my turn.
Okay. Jacqueline.
All right. New verse. I swing. I hit. I swing for my second attack. Oh shit! I'm not targeting, am I?
Oh, yeah, you forgot to target. So that would be
So
like
11
72.
damage on the first one.
72, I just upped it.
And that hits, so damage on that one. And then bonus action strike also hits, dealing damage.
Dead.
Killing it.
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
We went that whole fight and only one attack of theirs landed.
Nice.
Alright, so you get through this area and you walk into this tunnel, and it is partial and it is blocked off. With all manner of like bricks and blocks and some metal as well. That could possibly be in good enough shape that it could be used as building supplies.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
Has it been less than 10 minutes since we left the pseudo dragon? Oh wait, no,
Sure.
because we had to start a fire. Never mind.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, you had to start a fire. But these all look like to be mundane building materials, which is one of the quests to help the people of Tomar's Crossing. There's way too much for you guys to carry out, even with the cart. But you could bring some people back here, and they could probably unload all these supplies in a couple of days.
Oh, that's certainly an option. How far is it from Tomar's Crossing to here?
Let's check. Tomar's Crossing, where's that map? Luna Valley Mod 2. Because you are at the Emperor's Tower, it is... It's about 60 miles away. Yeah, because 1 hex equals 60 miles. One sec, I'll share this with you. And that's also where Galnera's tomb is.
Okay. So that doesn't make my plan viable. That's fine.
What, run around with Phantom Steeds?
Yeah, Phantom Steed only lasts an hour, and at most I can get 13 miles out of it, which is still an insane speed, but yeah.
It's not ritual magic cast, is it?
No, it is a ritual spell. It's just, it takes 10 minutes to cast. Regularly, I believe. Let me double check.
So it would take 20 minutes.
Sorry, it takes 1 minute. It takes 1 minute regularly. It takes 11 then as a ritual. It lasts for an hour, and it would get us 13 miles.
So
but
every
I can only
hour
have
you
one
go
at a
moving.
given time.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I can only have one out at a given time. And while technically I could connect a wagon or sled to this and have it carry a boat ton of goods, it's not all that great unless we're using it in an open scenario. It's more designed for quick travel than it is for actual combat.
So what your plan was is to attach a Phantom Steed to a cart and just like for quick travel.
Well,
and just
yeah.
ritually cast it all this time. You only get one horse with that. As your ritual casting.
Yeah.
I mean, I will allow it. I will say your guys are going too fast to warrant a lot of these a lot of the random encounters.
In that case, it would literally take us a day, because you figure all told, casting a ritual and all that, it would take us 7 hours to travel back. At 60 miles at 10 miles an hour, plus the 15 minutes in between each casting, 6 times. Call it 8 hours. It's 1 day to get us back.
Okay, you know what? I will allow that. However, just removing everything from the tunnel will take 3 days. There's like a lot of goods here. But I can argue that you can hook it up to a Phantom Steed and then quick travel it back. Does that
Problem
make
with
sense?
that is, actually, I don't think it would be able to do that. Let's see. No, probably not, because it would only have a 16 strength, because it's a riding horse. It's not like a pony that is, considered one size larger, or a draft horse.
We'll have to bring
which
someone.
has an 18. A riding horse is worse than a draft horse.
Wait, are we using the new stats or the D&D stats?
But a riding horse is faster.
Yep.
Okay. And with that, I think I will end the stream because it's almost 10 o'clock at night, and I have to get to work in the morning and sort of do a couple of our people. So I would like to thank everyone for watching. Oh, Crimson! Hi, DMC Crimson. Thank you for watching. Let's raid Diesel Shot's channel. We're beginning the raid in 5, 4, 3, 2.